Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm the Grey Gardener. If you're new here, I've got a full gardening channel which is based on my gardening business that I run, and also the allotment I don't run the allotment. I grow vegetables in the allotment. So feel free to check that out. I've got loads of videos. So I thought I'd do this video today because I've been asked a couple of times now of kind of what my day consists of in terms of schedule and timings and things, and just how I kind of schedule my week a little bit. So first off, I want to give you some context in that I am currently in my second year. Obviously done a full year last year, and we're midsummer in my second year. So at the start of this season I gained an extra, let's see, I think it was about 6 or 7 additional regular jobs that suited me, that I was happy with. I knocked a few back. There were a few that I didn't particularly want. These 6 or 7 were good regulars to have. Decent grass cuts kind of thing, not much border work, for a good price. So I'm happy with that. And obviously I've got additional one-off works and repeat jobs and stuff from previous customers. So just for clarity, when I say 6 or 7 gardens, that was at the start of the season, so March, sort of early April. And then as the summer's gone on, I've had another 3 or 4. So all in all, since the start of the season, I've got around, say, 10 good fortnightly regular gardens that provide a good income. I'm happy with the price. Not too strenuous on the body. You're kind of in and out, giving you a good income there. So what I expect to happen, and my aim really is in years kind of 2 to 3, and definitely by year 4, I will have my I'd say I'm about 85% ish full on the fortnightly side at the moment. I do have monthly jobs as well. I'd say I'm about 85% there, as I say, in years 2 and 3, and definitely by 4 I want to be at full capacity. Every job being a good solid garden, I'll have weeded out the bad customers. Not that I particularly have bad customers, but I'll be a lot choosier, and basically what I'm saying is I only want the best gardens that are good money wise, customers good payers, pay on time, don't give us any hassle, and gardens that as less strenuous on me body as possible, because if you're in it for the long term, we all know it's quite a physical, tough job. And when I say I'm working at 85% kind of capacity, that's not me saying I'm not bringing in a decent wage. I am bringing in a monthly and daily wage that I'm really happy with, and enables us to live a comfortable life. What I'm saying and what I mean is, by the 85%, I mean the scope to increase that to where I'm still comfortable with, physical wise, as to how many gardens I can do in a day. Currently I'm around 4 to 5 a day. Some days a bit less, depending on what I'm doing. Obviously if it's just grass cuts, you can do more of those in a day. If they're full maintenance kind of gardens, you can't necessarily do 5 or 6 of them a day if you're doing border work and that. I'm trying to not do as much border work, but that's what I'm saying. There's room to add a couple of extra gardens onto my day. And again, next year I would expect to have the same, maybe a little more, I'm not sure. When next year comes, because I imagine I'll get a few more by the time the summer's out as well. I've just got another one today, through word of mouth, through a customer that I currently do, her brother. So it will be the case where I have to, I've got a few gardens earmarked where I might have to let go next year. The price isn't maybe quite right on them. I'll give them a chance though, because a couple of them that were early on in the first year that I'd kind of not priced enough, and obviously I'll tell them me price, what I would be happy with. If they decide not to go with it, then I'll replace them with another customer. So we're getting kind of off the topic here. That was a bit of context for you. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how I plan my week. First of all, I leave a Wednesday free. That's for big one-off jobs. I do fit other little one-off stuff other days. That also gives me a free day in the middle of the week, potentially free. I mean, I am booked up for quite a while, but in theory it gives us a day in the middle of the week to play around with if we get bad weather, or if bad weather's forecast, you can maybe bring a few jobs forward. There's also the weekend to catch up on a few bits, but I don't particularly like doing that. I like to keep my weekend free just to rest up again for another week. So that's what I do day to day. So my regulars, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, one-off stuff on a Wednesday, and smaller one-off stuff I fit in and around my regulars. So what does a day look like time-wise? It's worth saying as well that I do have a day in the life of a gardener video, and potentially by the time this video comes out I might have another one of those, so you can check them out, and that just might give you a bit more of an insight into what a day looks like time-wise. So it does vary, I must admit. I try to be as flexible as I can. I try not to like to get people booked in. For talking about regulars here, I don't like to be restricted really. It's especially annoying if you're trying to change things around or move things, especially when it rains, you know, if you have to stick to people's times and stuff. I do have one or two where access is an issue and they have to open the garage for us, and you know, I think I've got off the top of my head 2 of them, and it's something I personally like to stay clear of. I like to be able to come and go as I please, and then just message the customer when I've done the job. It makes life a hell of a lot easier. So I like to start, I'd say, what's the average time? About 9:30. Some days obviously I get an earlier start. A couple of times, you know, sometimes I might start at 10 o'clock. I'd say 9:30 is the average. I like to try and like be packed up and try and be leaving the house by about 9 o'clock, getting my first job at about 9:30. And that's why I'll give you the context at the start of the video to say that I am in my second year. Most of my days are full in terms of how I'm comfortable with at the moment, giving me a decent wage. There's always room to add a couple of cuts in here and there, and as I say, next year I expect to get another maybe 5, 6, 7, you know, good gardens where I can add them on to the 8 days that I do my fortnightly clients, and that would mean that I finish slightly later still. So I don't like being out all day. If I'm getting a 9:30 start, I try to get finished at around 3, 3:30. Again, obviously depending on the jobs and the work, especially if you're adding some one-off stuff. Could be 4, 5 o'clock. I have finished later than that. This isn't set in stone. This is what I just try and like to kind of achieve time-wise. So I'd say try between 3 and 4 o'clock is probably the average if I'm starting, you know, getting to my first job 9:30, 10 o'clock. Personally, I couldn't be out all day doing gardens. Fair play to those who are. I hear of lads being out till you know, from the spring till summer, so March to kind of October, November, getting finished like 6, 7 o'clock every day, starting the day at 9 o'clock. Again, fair play to those lads. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I don't think my body could cope with it. And I would just find going out every day one big slog, I think. Even if you're earning like mint money. And you know, they probably have the winter off and make the money from March to November, and that will be enough to also see them through the winter. And you know, if that's your way, well, that's fine. Obviously, I like to kind of and message below as well. You know, what you guys do. What does your average day look like time-wise? Are you one of those people who work, you know, flat out every day, or do you like to kind of take it easy, get the right gardens at the right price to give you a, you know, a good daily rate? so you're not flying around like an idiot. That's the kind of balance that I want to be kind of at, and I feel like I am at. And next year I can add a garden or two to each day, and I might finish it between kind of 4:30, and I think that would be my limit, because obviously, you know, with me little girl, the allotment, the house, my girlfriend, you know, obviously we've all got lots going on. I don't want to be out gardening till 6-7 o'clock at night in the summer. As I say, I don't think my body would let us. I'm struggling now to be honest with me, back a little bit. So that's where I am kind of at the moment. So let us know how you like to structure your days and stuff, and I hope this has been of interest to some people. I felt like I've just blabbered on a little bit, talked about now. I hope it hasn't come across like that. Obviously, any questions, you know, put them below, and I'm happy to chat through and you know, answer them. So yeah, I'll leave that one there. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next one.